Nerazzurri fans from all over the world, welcome to the Interglobe for the pre-match of Inter-Roma, still recovering from the two defeats in less than a week, which is something new for us. First time in this season that we lose two games in a row. But what I want to say is that that can happen. That's physiological. It's human. People do fall. People do commit mistake. The secret is not so much in not falling, because that's inevitable, but it's in how you recover from the fall, how you bounce back. And I think this is the right time for us to bounce back. I suppose that we lost the game in Bologna because we literally had no energies left. We were a bit unlucky as well because it was a game that was supposed to be a tie, but then we lost it. Okay, it can happen. It also came right after the match with Bayern, so again, it was kind of understandable that energies and motivations couldn't be as high as when you face one of the strongest team in the world on a world stage that everybody's looking at. It's kind of normal, I think. It's understandable. The match with Milan, we lost it because, again, in the back of our minds, probably of all the possible achievements for this season, the Coppa Italia is the least important. So we unconsciously didn't pay that much attention to it mentally, not only physically but also mentally. So it was a kind of a physical limitation but also kind of a mental problem. And I think the match with Roma comes at the right moment because we, first of all, because of the death of the Pope and the funerals, we will have one day more to recharge, but also because this is really a match in which there can't be mistakes. There are no possibilities in this match for mistakes. We need to win it. Roma is coming from 17 games in a row with a positive result, so it's going to be a challenge. But I'm confident because I think it's impossible for us to just all of a sudden lose all of our abilities and power. I think we will have our chances and we will win this game. I'm optimistic. I'm also hoping that the way that we will bounce back will be a brave way, a way that will showcase courage, initiative, motivation, and mental focus as well. Of course, the problem with us is that we're going to have a couple of players that are disqualified, Bastoni and Mkhitaryan, and also Thuram, who didn't manage to make it for the game with Roma, which is probably the biggest problem because without Thuram, our team has a completely different way for opponents to face us because they don't have to be careful about our depth. They can afford to defend very high up because we have very slow attackers like Lauti and whoever the second one is, from Correa to Taremi to Arnautovic. So that actually does play a role in the tactics of the opponents, and it's a role that penalizes us. As far as Bastoni, we're going to play with Bissek probably, who was the best on the pitch in the derby. So I don't have any fear. I'm not scared about that part. And in midfield, Mkhitaryan will be substituted by Frattesi most likely. That could be an issue because we've constantly seen how Frattesi touches a very low amount of balls during the game, sometimes even lower than some defenders or some attackers, which is not typical. And this is because of the type of player that he is. So he's very good when it comes to find space forward, but not very good when it comes to construct the game. I just hope that maybe, hopefully, he will play with extra energy and motivation because also of the fact that we talked during the transfer window about a possible buy from Roma, and maybe this motivates him to perform well in front of their potential next companions. So let's see how that will play out. Sommer will go back in the goal, and apart from that, we're going to have Pavard Acerbi, and as we mentioned, Bissek, Ciala, Barella, and as we mentioned, Frattesi, and Darmian and Carlos Augusto, and Laut is going to play most likely with Korea. Let's see how that will go. Who knows? Maybe Korea will finally manage to score a goal and to be somehow relevant. The thing that makes me hopeful as well is that Rome plays with a 3-5-2, and usually when we play against teams that have our same lineup tactically, we have an advantage because we are definitely very good at playing with that sort of lineup and that sort of tactics. So I hope that this advantage will be reaffirmed on Sunday. So let's hope for the best. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please punch the like button, press the subscribe button as well, because this would be very important for me, and may Inter perform up to our standards on Sunday. See you for the post game, and love you.